Cinema Classics is produced by John DeSando and Johnny DiLoretto. Listen to shows every Thursday at 8:01 p.m. and full shows online at WCBE.org. I'm Johnny DiLoretto.
I'm John DeSando.
This is Cinema Classics.
It is.
Part 2 of our fall preview extravaganza.
You bet, boy. I thought last time was the end of it, but our listener called in and said he knows there are more.
That's right.
And
There's
he's
more to
right.
come. That's exactly right. So, yeah, The Irishman. The Irishman. I know we talked about it before.
We did.
I know, but here's the difference. Is at that last recording, it hadn't yet screened at the New York Film Festival.
Okay.
So we were anticipating it.
Yeah.
Now, New York film critics have seen it. A lot of film critics have seen it. They're hailing it as a late-era Scorsese masterpiece. And so I just can't even think about anything else right now until this movie.
So this is a
comes out.
mobster movie. Robert De Niro.
Joe Pesci, Al Pacino,
yeah.
Harvey Keitel. I mean, all of the big, heavy hitters.
Well, in a less grand scale,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe not even Netflix, is The Lighthouse.
I got that at the top of my list.
Willem Dafoe and Rob Pattinson.
Mm-hmm.
These two guys stuck in a lighthouse together.
And they just go nuts.
Oh, I just can't wait.
So yeah, it's directed by Robert Eggers, who directed The Witch, which is a real creepy, slow burn of a movie. So I'm curious to see what he does here. The cinematography is black and white. It's shot in that old-fashioned 1:1 ratio, so it's just a square,
Right.
Yeah, I think he's going to create a claustrophobic.
Oh, I think so. Now, what about if Stephen King just doesn't stop? Isn't this guy going to die someday?
This guy farts and they make a movie out of it.
Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a sequel to The Shining.
Yes. Now there, I thought right away you'd be excited.
What? A sequel to The Shining I'm excited about? Come on.
This is the little boy
The
when
guy
he's
that
grown up.
I don't even know who this guy is. He directed a couple Netflix adaptations of Stephen King movies.
Well, that's all right.
What chutzpah does it take to make a sequel to Kubrick's The Shining?
Oh, so that's different from The Irishman, right?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I mean follow-ups and
no. What I'm saying is Scorsese's not following up like. Well, first of all, Scorsese, a master filmmaker. This guy is not a master filmmaker. And secondly, what I'm saying is Kubrick created one of the all-time great films. It's so singular, the feel of that movie.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Visually.
Yeah.
Psychologically. This guy's, it just looks like a generic movie.
One that interests me.
Why not get Spielberg to do it if it's so great?
One that interests me because it looks cheesy but fun. 21 Bridges.
I'm kind of excited about that, just in that, it seems like one of those little B-movie cop thrillers they don't really make anymore.
Chadwick Boseman,
Mm-hmm.
a charismatic young actor. Like him. And
Black Panther.
Yeah, I like the idea of shutting down New York City.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you do that?
I don't know.
21 Bridges, isn't that great?
I hope they retain a small scale story with that. I hope they don't it doesn't, like, some of the action sequences don't get nuts and it gets stupid, because then you'll lose that. But
now I'm coming to you with this because I know nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars: The Rise of Luke Skywalker. Is that right?
Yeah, The Rise of Skywalker, not Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
So the theory is that Rey, the female lead, we're going to find out that she is of the Skywalker clan.
Okay.
The only interesting thing, I'm burned out on this stuff now. I usually would always get excited about these movies, but they're so divisive now, and so I don't know what the thinking is going into making them. So after that last one, which annoyed, there was like a whole war online about that movie. J.J. Abrams stepped back on board to direct, so I think he could course correct, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't care.
What's interesting to me is...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, nobody's making a to-do about it at all. So I think your observation that everybody's burned out on may be true.
Yeah.
Because for all the reports about what's coming up in the fall, this is kind of like an addendum almost.
Yeah.
This is nobody's playing it up.
Yeah, I don't know. The one thing that I am curious about when we're talking about sequels and franchises is Terminator Dark Fate.
Yeah.
It looks, I'm not sure what to expect from it, but James Cameron came back on board as a producer.
Yeah.
So I think that he had some say in the direction of this film. Not maybe he was directing a little bit behind the scenes, but sort of executive producing and sort of guiding the story. Schwarzenegger returns. Who knows? It looks like the women take over here.
Okay.
Could be interesting. I'm curious.
Now, maybe a little too silly for you, but because I like Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Zombieland.
Oh yeah, I like Zombieland.
Okay, double tap.
Mm-hmm. That could be fun.
Emma Stone, perhaps, and Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And that looks like a fun one. Of course, for the kids and for Brad Pitt, Maleficent, Master of Evil is probably of interest.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie. I just said
Brad
Pitt will be watching.
Brad Pitt will be watching.
No. No. Look at it. We're not. Is that the end? Here's one that I find interesting.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. First of all, the title, Dolomite is my name.
Oh, yeah, that's Eddie Murphy's
comeback.
Yeah.
And I think he's a formidable talent.
I'm excited about it. Is that on Netflix or is that getting a theatrical release?
I don't know that.
I think it's a Netflix movie, but maybe it'll hit theaters.
Yeah.
Here's one that sounds really interesting. The Current War.
No, I don't know that.
The Current War.
No.
It sounds exciting, doesn't it? It's about the race to invent the light bulb.
Oh! Yeah, I've seen a little bit about that.
Edison and Westinghouse.
Yes. And another one, a whodunit in the style of all that we've had, the Knives Out.
Right. Interestingly enough, directed by Rian Johnson, who directed the last Star Wars movie that caused such a ruckus.
Okay.
Word is on Knives Out, they're already planning on making a sequel. People are excited that Daniel Craig has
the investigator.
Yeah, but that he may have a post-Bond character to return to a couple times.
Okay, yeah.
They're saying he's so good in this movie.
Yes.
It looks like a lot of fun in that old Clue style whodunit. Yeah. Who knows? It could be a new franchise.
Yeah. So he's pushing himself into a different area, and he's done this before. He is a good actor. People forget this. So anyway, I'm glad to hear you're excited about some of these. Not quite as many as you were our first round. We really picked on the best.
Well,
you were excited.
Because there was like Rambo and the Joker and stuff. One other movie I'm really excited about is Uncut Gems.
Oh yes,
Adam Sandler.
Yes.
I think just based on early word, this could be an Oscar nomination for him.
Okay. And don't discount Sandler. He's just done some fine stuff besides silly stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're warning about him as a fine performance, I think people ought to give it attention.
Yeah, for sure.